Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob wishing everyone a happy New Year's. Today is January 2nd. It is the first day of trading just my morning strategies with you. Let's get to that right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Your capital is at risk when trading. All right. Again, Happy New Year's. January 2nd, we are going to be starting the challenge here today. It is I am in Eastern time right now because we're still wrapping up our vacation here in Florida. But all my charts and everything are still set to Central Time, so 8:02 Central Time. And just taking a look, we've got oil here on the left. We've got gold over here on the right. Now, I am going to be trading my morning oil trade, which is 2 sessions in the morning. I look for one trade between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. And my gold trade is just 1 session. I'm looking for one trade between 8 and 9 a.m. in the morning. Sorry, I still have this cold. I'm trying to get over it, so my voice doesn't sound the best. But I'm gonna try to get through it here. Now, if you haven't been trading my strategy, or if you're new to the channel, I highly recommend looking in my description. There is 3 trade setups that I trade every single morning, which again is the oil, gold, and I have an NQ trade that I also do, which is a 15-minute, we call it the Rob reversal. And for the challenge, and I'm sorry, so that's a great place to start to at least learn the strategies. And then you can kind of get yourself up to speed. Another thing I would highly suggest for you guys to do is join the Discord. It's free. It's pretty much, I don't know, it's a group of almost 2,000 traders now that are trading the strategies each and every morning. And we have a trading floor where we talk about the trades and the results. There's people that are constantly back testing, optimizing strategies, coming up with their own strategies on there. So maybe for someone that's out there that's looking for a new start in 2024, this might be a great place to start. Oil just had a huge rip downwards. So this might be an interesting scenario here, because typically when you get a huge down candle like this, you're kind of setting yourself up for another inside candle after it, but that could be a huge source candle. So we'll take an eye on this one. Again, if you don't understand all of the nuances of the trade, I highly suggest watching the videos below. It'll answer all of your questions, and it'll allow you to kind of trade with us here in the mornings. So as I had mentioned, I started a new Top Step account. So this is an evaluation account, $50,000. The charge for that is $49 a month, and until you get funded. Once you get funded, there's a small fee to get funded, and then after that, you're not paying that $49 every single month after that. And here are the rules, which are actually pretty simple, meaning the rules are simple. To achieve them isn't the easiest thing in the world, obviously. So we need to reach and maintain a $3,000 profit target. So that means that we've got to make $3,000 in the green, including any commissions that get charged to the account. Okay? Our best day cannot be greater than 50% of your total profits, meaning you can't just have one banger of a day and hit a home run and then have 2 really small trades after that to get to your $3,000. They want to see some type of consistency, and that is the rule there for consistency purposes. You also cannot hit or exceed $1,000 daily loss limit. So I cannot lose more than $1,000, including commissions, in any one day, or you pretty much blow the evaluation account and then you have to reset it. If you need to reset your account, they charge you another $49, which is something obviously that you would want to avoid. Now I've been using TopStep for, I don't know, maybe about a year. I have several funded accounts through TopStep, and I'm familiar with them. That's why I'm using them. I know there's a lot of other options that are out there, but for me, it was just easier using something that I have already worked with. I am also an affiliate of TopStep, so if you would like to follow along with the funded challenge, there's a link below where you can start your own evaluation account and try to get funded through there. So here's my thinking behind the challenge and kind of how I'd like to kind of keep my risk in check. So my thought process is that I have 3 trades that I'm looking for. It doesn't mean that I always get those 3 trades. There could be a session that goes and I don't get 1 trade in. You know, I don't get a gold trade. I might get 2 oil trades. I might get all 3. Majority of the time, you will get all 3 trades, which is why I like the system. The nice thing is that it does cap you at 3 trades, so there is really no risk of over trading after that, which I know is a very big problem in trying to get funded, or just to be honest with you, just to keep your cash account in the green. So my thinking process is the average trade in oil is around $240. So about 24 ticks. Obviously we have days that are 14 ticks. You have some days that are 30 ticks, but I would say that average is around 24 to 23 ticks. Oil, very similar, maybe a few more ticks there. So my thought process is, if I take 2 consecutive losses, meaning let's just say I take a loss in gold over here on the right, and then I take a loss in oil in the same day, I will shut it down for the day, meaning that I will not take any other trades on this evaluation account. Now, in my cash account, which I am going to be trading at the same exact time, so when a trade does happen, you guys are going to hear orders you're going to be able to hear it, orders being placed in multiple areas, because I'm also trading this in my cash account, which I do every single morning. Now, when I go 0-2 in my cash account, I am really, really looking forward to taking that 3rd trade typically in oil, or always in oil, because it would be second session, to try to, kind of recoup some of my losses. So I'm not going to have that 3rd trade buffer in my evaluation account, but at the same time, I'm also reducing my risk, because if you were to take, let's just say, 3 losses, especially towards the beginning of the evaluation. So if I have a banger of a day today, and let's just say that 2 of my trades hit, and I get a $500 buffer or a $400 buffer, well, at that point, now you might be able to take that 3rd trade. But to start, I am going to be looking to cut off the trading on the eval after 2 consecutive losses, or after 2 consecutive wins. Because if I take 2 consecutive wins, you're looking in that, I would say, $300 to $400 profit range. Could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less, which is a great day for that evaluation account. So I don't want to be giving away any types of wins when it's that strong. Again, in my cash account, I will take all 3 trades like how I do every day, unless there is some type of news cycle that is coming up, and it is something that I don't want to be trading for that day. What else? What else can I can I tell you? Okay, and then so we went over the rules for the eval. Um, the rules for the strategies are pretty simple. What we're looking for is we're looking for an inside bar. I have some indicators in my chart that make I consider my trading much easier, especially for this type of these types of strategies that I trade every morning. I have a inside bar indicator, and this indicator is free, and you can get it through TradeSaber. I'll put a description to his Discord below, or his website below. Fantastic YouTuber. Oh, again, somebody that's putting a lot of free content out there, a lot of free tools and indicators for traders like us to trade. I give him a lot of props because I think what he does is fantastic. So this inside bar indicator is through TradeSaber. The reason why I like it is that I consider an inside bar having an equal high or an equal low to the source bar, which is the bar to the left of it. There are some indicators out there that you can purchase or that are free to download that would only consider an inside bar when it's got a lower low or a lower high than the previous bar to the left. I consider equal highs, equal lows to be an inside bar, and I'm getting into that trade when I see that happen. Good example is right now. Well, it's not a good example for the equal highs because that is not a scenario that's playing out right now. But we do have an inside bar that is playing out in oil. So we'll see here if we get a trade. We had a pretty big drop off here in oil this morning. So we'll see if that drop off continues. But pretty much the premise of my inside bar is I am looking for some indecision to be built up in the market, and I'm only looking for a temporary movement, price action to take that entry order, either short or long. I have no bias as far as longs or short. All I'm looking for is this consolidation, this indecision in the market, for there to be a temporary push one way or the other to hit my take profit, or sometimes obviously to hit my stop loss. Once I'm in a trade, I like to stay in that trade until its finality. One way or the other, I like to see the trade come to an end. Let's keep an eye on here. We've got about 30 seconds left on this inside candle. The next tool that I use is my entry tool, and this is an indicator that I purchased through Trade Devils. Let me just get set up here because we are going to be getting set up here pretty quickly. So let me set up my
order submitted.
This is on my cash
Order
account
submitted.
down here.
Order submitted.
Okay, so you can see how quickly I'm into this entry. Automatically puts a one tick offset, which is something that I have added to the strategy for about a month now. Seems to help with these little wick outs that we were getting, and just based on my back testing, I had noticed that it does provide me with a slight edge. So I do have a one tick offset in my orders, and the nice thing about this entry system is that it does that for you. So you could see how quickly I was able to set up this order, and there's multiple ways to do it. You can buy chart, so it'll kind of be like a chart trader where you just click your mouse. Wherever you click your mouse, it's going to put an entry order. These are OCO orders, so if I get activated here to the long, the sell entry order will automatically get canceled out, which is nice because it also makes your it makes the trade, it just makes your trade much easier, and I can get into this trade much faster. The only caveat to this entry system.
Order canceled.
So you can see we got activated here to the long, right by it like a tick. I mean, not really the super strong momentum that we're looking for, but we're gonna put our stop loss at the bottom of this entry here, and let's grab our risk versus reward. All right, so, and then we'll see what we're kind of looking for here. This is going to be 27 ticks of stop loss and 27 ticks of... Hold on, let me just get my cash account one here as well. All right, so I got all the orders entered, put in. I mean, right away, this order is, we're already halfway into our stop loss, or into drawdown. So not the best start. And this is a big trade. I mean, this is 27 ticks. So you've got about $270, at risk here. And right away, what we're really looking for on these orders is an initial push. Is a push straight through that entry and a continuation on there. What you really don't like to see are these hit you in by a tick, and then you get that strong reversal. Just based on my back testing, those are the trades that typically do not work out the best for us. But we're taking every single setup that we get. That's part of the strategy, is to try to take some of the discretionary side of it away. Now, there are some people in Discord that have added filters, they've added EMAs, overnight open lines. They've got a lot of different filters where they will get into a trade or not get into a trade, which is great. If that's what you have seen in your back testing that works, go for it. Absolutely go for it. Based on my back testing, this is what the strategy that I trade every single morning, and I have not had a reason as of yet to trade that. Now, we're also seeing here on the right-hand side that gold might also activate. So this happens actually quite often, where we might get activated into oil and in gold at the exact same time. So we can have two trades going on especially in session one, which is the only time that we are looking to trade our gold setup. So we've got 30 seconds left or I should say about 20 seconds left now on gold, and we will see if we're able to get into a trade here. All right, 10 seconds. So let me get this order ready.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Cash account is activated.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Okay, same thing. We got a 1 tick offset here. And now we're just waiting to see which way we get activated in gold. And it really is a set it and forget it type of strategy. Once you're in this trade, there's really not much more to do, but you can obviously look at price action. You can, like I said, it's a set it and forget it type of strategy. At this point now, I might wait 2 minutes for a trade to come to its finality. Sometimes we've been in trades that are in over an hour that even start to overlap into second session. So if you start to feel nervous, or you've got just a bad feeling on the trade, obviously right now oil is is not doing well. Um, but if you start to get those like that really nervous
Order
feeling,
canceled.
I would say the most important thing would be to one of the most important things it would be is to take a look at the size that you're trading, your position sizing. And you need to get
Stop filled.
so right there we just took a 200, well that was actually $290 loss. That was 29 ticks. So that was a big loss there to start the challenge. But it is what it is. So now we get activated here now in gold to the short. So let's take my stop loss here and let's take our risk versus reward tool. We had a big slippage there. Let's see here. Should be right here. So gold again took us in and right away just reversed on us. So man, the beginning of 2024 doesn't look so promising here for the morning session. Let me get my cash account set up. And that goes to 5 right there. And again, now we wait.
Stop filled.
So huge loss there for us too in gold. So right away, I mean, we're not even into the morning session, 23 minutes, and we took 2 losses. So the first day of this challenge, it hurt, and I'm kind of happy that I've got this this kind of stop loss because yes, could I trade the second session in oil and try to win back some of my losses? Of course, and that's actually what I'm going to do in my cash account down below. But at the same time, you don't want to, you don't want to put too much risk out there. We'll let it work for the next day, and now we need to start working out of a hole. So we are down $460 on the first day of the challenge. So again, everyone knows that first trade for me is super important. It is what kind of puts you into the right mindset for trading for the rest of the day. Taking 2 early losses like that really hurts your trading psychology. First day of the year, of the new year, so you kind of want to get off on a good foot, but we did it, and that is part of trading. So I mean, that is I don't have that emotional tide of saying I want to keep trading to get back some of this money. That is where I think over trading becomes a really big issue in trading in general. And I think that is what hurts a lot of traders. So instead of trying to overtrade, the best thing to do in scenarios like this, which is a great learning example. I mean, the last week, I think it was on Friday, all 3 sessions hit. They were all in the profit. Both oil trades, both gold, 3-0. It was a great day. Then you get a day like this where you go 0-2 right off the bat, and you're like, this hurts. But this is the reality of trading. And I think at this point, the best thing to do is to come back and trade the strategy tomorrow and see if now you can start to inch back at those trades and see how things go. I also have a 15-minute NQ reversal. There's a link below to that strategy. I've been thinking about how I can trade that one. I'm definitely not going to trade that one today, but I'm thinking about since the evaluation account allows you to trade 5 5 contracts, so it could be 5 E-minis, which would be ridiculous with a $50,000 account. We're not doing that. But you can also trade 5 micros. So what I'm thinking about doing is with that 15-minute NQ reversal, I might be able to activate that strategy with 3 micros. So I think that would have a total loss or profit of about $210. So, I'll be introducing that strategy. I'm definitely not going to be trading it today because we're already in the hole here pretty good and pretty quickly. This is definitely not the way that you want to start a challenge like this, but this also is transparency, man. This is trading. This is what happens some mornings, and you get hit. So we'll see here what the second session in oil provides me with. Again, I'm not going to be taking it in my eval, but I will be taking it in cash, and I will be looking at the 15-minute Rob reversal trades to see what comes out of there. So stick around and wait for the recap. All right, we're back. So day 1 of the challenge did not go as planned. We are down on the evaluation account, $460. What I'm going to do is each morning I will present you with the previous day's results, because Top Step, it takes them about 5 o'clock in the afternoon to update their website showing the performance matrix for the day. And that's just too late to upload a video. So you guys can see right here that we're flat for today at $460. Again, I was looking for a session 2 in oil that unfortunately we didn't even get. So I didn't have a chance or an opportunity to trade this in my cash account. I wasn't going to be taking that in the eval account. I already stated that if I lose 2 trades right off the bat, that I was not going to be taking a third one. And that's exactly what happened. So we had an inside bar here at 8:10 in the morning. We took a 28 tick loss, $280 on that trade. Again, no trade in oil second session. We do get an inside bar, but that's from 9:55 to 10. And you would then be trading after session times. It's a good thing we didn't even take that trade because that would have been a loser as well. And also in oil, in gold, we took a loss, 14 ticks, so it wasn't the biggest loser here, but definitely we got activated to the short. And we pretty much get knocked out of this trade right away. So both trades went against us fairly quickly. We weren't really into any profit at any point of the trade. So those trades, they do hurt. But again, it's the long term. You have to think you can't trade per day or per trade. You need to have your rules down in place. Stick to those rules and live to trade another day. And that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Again, if you are interested in trading alongside me, you can click on the link below for the Discord. If you want to catch up on the strategies, I know they sucked ass today, but that's a part of trading. If you look back at our last day of trading, we hit all 3 of our trades. We were 3-0. Unfortunately, today we're 0-2 without even an opportunity for a third trade. But this is pure transparency. This is what I think trading should be like. You should see the winners and you should see the losers. And I think a lot more people can appreciate real transparency and real trading. So, and if you would like to try to pass one of these eval accounts, there's a link below for a Top Step account. I make a few dollars on it, helps the channel, and hopefully you guys like what I'm putting out there. I will see you guys back here again tomorrow, And I'm really looking forward to the next day of the challenge. Happy trading, everyone.